Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, everybody, welcome to YouTube. It's a site where you can type in things, search for it, and watch videos.
Imagine if there was a site where you could just type in like disc golf 2017.
The YouTube might pick it up.
Yeah. And every disc golf round from 2017 would show up.
Awesome.
I feel like you can make a lot of money off of that.
Or
So
not.
we are setting up. I think we are good to go as far as setting up our recording of our episode 257 of Disc Golf Answer Man. What do you guys think?
I'm back. It's been a while.
Yes, welcome back.
You rock in the house.
What's up?
Dang it.
Are you the only one that has it? You're the one that
he's
has
the
it.
only one that has it right now.
What do I have? Whoa,
You're the robot.
You're the input.
Input.
All right, we'll turn that down. So, what else do we have? Let me get my little gam notes. While we do that, why don't you guys talk about your disc golf weekend?
I played disc golf this weekend.
Did you?
A little bit.
How much?
I played on Sunday afternoon.
Where at?
Peter Pan.
Peter Pan.
Site of the 2019 and lots of years before that Monkey Island Open.
Yep. It used to be called the Pyramid Pizza Presents Peter Pan Park Preview.
Nice.
To be the name of that tournament.
Nice.
Yeah.
It would still have to be preview though, just to keep like
Of
the
course.
yeah.
Absolutely.
The course has been viewed, but still a preview.
What did that look like on the shirt? Was it like the entire
It was just a bunch of peas.
piece?
Yes.
Who peed all over my shirt?
Gross.
The P is silent.
No, that's true.
Current events, you got to bring that up. Come on, man.
What?
R. Kelly, come on, man.
Oh, man.
I'm just kidding.
Oh, what?
Anyway,
Sorry, R. Kelly fans out there.
anyway.
Or if Mr. Kelly is watching himself.
I heard he's a fan of the show, but yeah,
It is
I played
nap
on.
time.
That's right. Oh gosh, I played on Sunday and also on Monday, and I haven't
Dang,
played disc golf a
all the
whole lot
golf.
lately, and so it wasn't great, but
Yeah.
I enjoyed
played
it.
a couple rounds as well.
I played
not so
yesterday.
good.
I played Sunday and last night. I played with Anthony, Danny, and a fan of ours. What was his name again? Anthony? Cyrus. So I got to play around there.
I played
Nice.
through you guys.
Yes, you did.
I did.
hateful.
Uh-huh.
What was I going to say?
Did you just throw in on him?
Pretty much.
No heads
I
up.
just yelled 4
I'm a little nervous because
because Monkey Island.
Sunday and Monday was hardly any wind. I have a feeling it's going to be windy on Saturday and Sunday.
Maybe
or
so.
Saturday when I play. Sunday,
gonna be,
I'm not worried
it's
about
gonna
it.
be rainy. I don't know.
Rainy.
About windy.
Yeah, it'll be rainy.
Yeah.
Is it still in the forecast?
Oh yeah.
Jays.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I've got in here, we're going to talk about the PDJ ratings update,
Nice.
Skip Ace results, and Disc Golf Pro Tour fantasy updates.
Oh yeah, I forgot to check how we did on that.
I forgot to do it.
I think we crushed it on the women's side and did not do great on the men's side
As far as Skip Ace or
on DGPT. I think the men's side for DGPT we did okay. I don't remember, to tell you the truth though.
I think I can find it. It's just go / fantasy. Jeez.
I thought our new soundboard was supposed to take care of those sounds.
No, the soundboard. No, I need one
No?
of those little gimbals things, those little shock absorbers.
Yes.
Because that is shock.
Oh.
Wireless. Just it floats.
If I'm reading this correct, we got 20th place. Am I reading this right?
Dang.
On Disc Golf Pro Tour?
On Pro Tour?
Yeah.
Out of how many?
So how does this work?
173.
Since I've been gone.
So
the
the Pro Tour ones,
one team. And
we're
we all
we're
pick?
one team.
Okay.
But the Pro Tour ones that just ask you questions like, is Katrina Allen going to finish in the top 5? Yes or no?
Oh, okay.
Is Paige Bjerkes and it picks players for that.
That's cool.
Yeah. We did. I think we crushed the women's side. I think we got all of those correct. Men's side, I don't think we did very well.
It happens.
Yeah.
On the Box beat us by 6 places. Disc Golf Discussion.
Yeah, but
beat
he's
us
one
by
person.
10.
Yeah. Come on.
I mean, we have heads to butt here.
Yeah.
Right? I
That's
mean-
exactly right.
Come on.
Yeah, we were butting heads when we were selecting those. We were like, no.
It was while we were driving the RV as well.
Yeah, right. So we're butting into other people's lanes and stuff. All right, you guys ready to record the show?
Yes.
Hey, everybody, welcome to this episode of the Disc Golf Answer Man. I am Bobby. Cool. Daddy Slick. And I have with
Thank
me.
you for hating that as much as I do.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome. It's like a new toy.
It is. I like it. We have over to the right of me, Eric.
What's up?
Sup, McCabe.
Whoa.
Put them together again.
Dang.
And Roberts.
McCabe.
I've paid my debt to society, McCall.
I didn't have a debt to society. I was paid the debt. I am society.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Robert the Society.
That's right. Bobby paid his debt to society. Me. Thank you.
So if you guys are wondering what's going on, Eric McCabe is back in the
back.
studio. He has been gone for a few weeks doing some course design. He was unable to share where he went. Are you still unable to share
I
where
think
you
we can
went?
talk about it.
Okay,
a
it's
little
up
bit.
to you.
Roswell.
I was in. I was on
Area
the moon.
51.
I was on the moon.
Discs fly way
They
differently
go so
there.
far, dude. Like you don't even know. No, I was in Elk Ridge, Maryland, which is in between Baltimore and D.C. They had a course up there. The city wanted me to come out and kind of evaluate everything, and they had some concerns with erosion and pedestrians using some of the fairways as trails, and just kind of wanted to see what we can do to kind of do a full redesign but make it still a quality course. So I spent the week out there walking and talking and having a great time up there, and going to send them over a proposal. So, yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Very cool. Any upcoming course design stuff you can talk about?
I do, actually. I will be headed to Arkansas next week.
Nice.
I will be headed to I'm headed out of the country for my first design. We won't talk about where exactly it is yet, but I'm headed out of the country in a couple weeks, actually.
You going to drive out there? Oh,
Yeah,
geez.
yeah. I'm going to drive onto a boat, and then
To Alaska.
yes,
Alaska.
You could drive. Technically, you could drive
you
to Alaska.
absolutely could,
So-
but it's
Well, that's
out of the
exciting.
country, and technically you would have to drive out of the country to get there if you're driving.
That's true. So, I mean, it's feasible.
Yeah.
So if you're wondering why we always talk about Eric and course design, remember Eric is a course designer, and you can get your course designed by Eric McCabe.
Right
Just
now.
go to coursesales@dynamicdisc.com, send him an email, and let him know about your ideas. The first thing you want to do is make sure, obviously, your Parks and Rec department would
Cool
allow
with
it.
Yes, exactly.
But after that, we can definitely take over and help and figure things out and get you set up with a course out there. So, Robert, I paid my debt. Finally, we were at a Torchy's Taco, and I was able to pay up on my debt for you achieving 1,000 rating.
That's right.
How was the tacos?
Even better than the other tacos that we had that week.
What did you have first?
Well, I just had the old standby, Mr. Orange, my favorite taco.
Right.
And it was the first time we went, right? I
No, it was the second time. First time, remember, we did it in Texas. Well, we were in Texas
That's
the whole
right,
time,
that's
but
right,
we
that's
were
right.
in
Denton.
Denton, yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
nice.
I think that time I got a chicken fajita taco. I think I got the Mr. Orange and the chicken fajita.
So let me ask, what was the difference between the Denton location and the Waco location to make you not just pay up the debt there?
What was it? Oh, because we wanted to film. We wanted to go Facebook Live.
Mm-hmm.
And we were had just driven a bunch, and I was like, you know what? Let's just eat here for lunch, and then go to and when we go to the next one,
Gotcha.
we'll do the official. This is whatever.
Yep.
Makes
And then
sense.
we're thinking that we would have other players there and stuff like that to kind of have them in the video, which they did.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
So, yeah, it was fantastic. But between the two of us, Bobby and I ate 19 tacos on this trip.
And I do not regret one single.
I regret 0
bite.
tacos. That's correct. I do need to return to the gym stat. But
Right, yes.
it was worth it.
Definitely worth it. So yeah, so you guys can stop harassing me about paying up. I have now paid up my debt. Of course, as we were enjoying it, Robert said, "Let's have another bet." If that will not happen. So
Yeah, you're 850? 9.
I'm 807.
No,
my,
850
my
is your
challenge.
goal.
Yes, yeah, 850
Is
my
that
goal.
is that a bet?
I said I would never bet against you, Bobby. I want you to achieve 850. See?
Aw.
I do have a bet with Anthony though.
And
Yeah, you do.
Anthony, we're going to see who can get closest or achieve their
What's
rating.
Anthony's current rating?
906, 908,
908.
and he wants to be 950,
right.
Okay.
and I'm 807,
So pretty close.
and I want to be 850.
Who's
So-
going to play more tournaments this year to allow this?
Yeah,
So
we're
is
both signed
Bobby.
up for McKenna.
The same one.
Now
You
with-
guys need to be on the same card for this tournament too.
Maybe we need to ask Doug so he can pull.
Are you
some
playing the
strings.
same division?
No, they're definitely not. No, I guess. So there is an
Bobby's
interesting.
what? He's scared.
You
You should just play on Sunday, Bobby, because ratings are going to be a little higher because conditions are
Play the
nicer
odds.
and the higher rated players
Conditions
are
are
on the course.
perfect.
play
So,
the odds.
Just saying.
So we do have a little bit of a bet going on between me and Anthony because we have to film.
yeah.
This weekend we're having an 5K, 10K Ace Challenge.
Yep.
If you guys aren't aware what that is, you can sign up to have our Ace Challenge at any event. It doesn't have to be a DD event, but you pay a fee and then we will back up the money. If someone gets an ace on a certain hole, there's obviously certain specs you have to follow, but they get an ace, they get $5,000. However, if that ace is done with a Dynamic Disc, Westside Disc, or Latitude 64 disc, we double that to $10,000.
Yo.
And if it's done with an EMAC Truth, you get $10,001
The extra dollar.
Where's the
sponsored
other
by
dollar
Eric.
come
From
from?
me.
Oh, wow. Nice, Eric.
from me. And
Is that
and
insured?
a brand new EMAC Truth
There you go.
to replace your $10,001 EMAC Truth.
EMAC Truth. So it's just kind of an added feature to or benefit to add to your event. So anyway, we're doing that for the Monkey Island Open. We have to film it, of course. Now, Danny is filming it on Saturday so that me and Anthony can play.
That a boy.
And then one of us, between me and Anthony, have to film it on Sunday because Danny's playing on Sunday.
Yep. So what's
The bet
what's the
is whoever does better compared to their rating,
Oh.
the other person has to get up early Sunday morning and film the first round. Now, we are doing tournament coverage for the second round, so me and Danny or Anthony will be filming anyway, but whoever has to get up early is the loser. Yes, has to film both rounds.
Both.
So there is a little
It's
bit
intense.
of. Remember how we say put something on the line?
Yeah.
We're putting something on the
There
line.
you go. I like it. Well done.
On the chat board, the dude says, Bobby, the quickest way to raise your rating is to play every day. So
That's
just,
the quickest way to
just play every day.
throw out your shoulder, too. So
No.
every day.
You just play every day.
Just play every day.
Just go on tour.
Just go on tour.
Dude, sick.
So anyway,
You'll win
so
that bet.
we also have some
Guaranteed.
other stuff to talk about. We're going to talk about our we got PDJ ratings updated today.
Yep.
Skip Ace results, our fantasy disc golf, and of course our disc golf pro tour fantasy updates, and we'll talk a little bit about our experience at the Waco Annual Charity Open.
Yeah.
But what do you say before we do
Also,
that?
Waco.
Let's also known as Waco. Let's go ahead and jump into a few questions.
Was that a question?
Yes, that's the first question.
Yes.
Let us read some questions.
Some questions.
Who put the question mark on the teleprompter?
You know anything put on there, Burgundy will read.
I cannot find the Google Doc. There it is, the Google form. And our first question is from. Nope, it's not what
Mr.
we want
Nope.
to do.
Leslie.
Dean.
It's actually Ben Wyatt.
Oh,
Nope.
yeah.
Oh no, Dan.
Oh.
How did that get typed in? We'll go with Dan. Let's see. Hi, DeGam fam.
So
I've heard you say that you want players to play a lot of tournaments a year. We have a local 13-year-old phenom that is playing around 8 events this year. He has sent in questions on the show before and is a great kid with a great mental game. Is 8 events considered a lot for juniors to be sponsored?
to be sponsored?
Yeah.
I mean, you can probably speak a little bit more on this as far as the team director side of things, but
The Dynamic Disc CEO, manager, or captain director.
On the live.
We're not trying to make fun because we know it can be chaotic when you're live. But
on the live
Robert had
coverage,
like 3 or 4 titles.
I was referred to as the team captain,
Uh-huh.
okay.
but I'm not that.
Dynamic Disc manager.
And Dynamic Disc manager.
I was asked if I own Dynamic
Just
Discs
Dynamic Disc manager.
On the what?
On the live broadcast for Waco, yeah.
because he would show up because he'd be caddying for some of the
for
players.
Page B or something like that. It was a solid picture.
It's a great.
But yeah,
screen
so I'm the Dynamic Disc manager. So you're under my
Sick.
management. You're under my management. You guys definitely are.
grab. But
anyway,
I'm captain, right? So
you're the team captain.
is
so,
captain better than manager?
I don't mean director is higher.
That is
How
true.
many films
But
have
you're
you
not
seen?
director.
I forget the quote. Dang it. It's from The Office. Anyway, okay, moving on. For juniors, 8 tournaments a year, yeah, that's a decent amount. I wouldn't say that if a junior goes and plays 20 tournaments a year, I'm not automatically more likely to look at them for sponsorship than if they play 8 tournaments a year.
Yes.
I would say 8's probably a little on the low side, but it's not like the difference between 12 and 20 is huge. It's really just kind of what you're doing in your area, the potential that you have, and
where you are too.
Yeah,
not just
definitely where you are.
Yeah.
So that's what I would say. If they're interested in applying to be sponsored, you can go to dynamicdiscs.com and go to, I think it's resources tab, and you can fill out one of our team applications there. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. All right, next one comes from.
That reminds me when he twirls around.
Yeah.
Hate the twirl. Anyway.
Don't lose the twirl.
This one comes from Kyle. What factors go into deciding whether you whether you are going to throw a backhand ante or a forehand? Is it purely confidence in the shot, or are there other factors at play?
Well, for me personally, if there is an option for the ante, that is what is happening.
Okay.
The only time, typically now, the only time you're going to see a forehand come out of my bag is when that's really the only shot.
Yeah.
Because I'm just not as confident with it. Now, this would be a great question for someone who has a dominant forehand and backhand. Someone like Emerson Keith comes to mind.
Someone like me. Oh, Emerson.
Keith.
I thought you were going to say me.
Yeah, close, but Emerson Keith, he has a great backhand and probably a better forehand.
Probably so.
I mean, it's just so solid. So, for me personally, I lean on whatever I feel more confident, and that's the backhand turnover.
Yes, I tend toward the backhand turnover as well, but I'll say if there's a low ceiling, I'll be more likely to throw a forehand, or if it's if it needs to finish hard right quickly instead of like kind of pan right. If it needs to finish hard right really fast, I'll throw that forehand instead.
Yeah.
So
man, I've been throwing the Raider a lot on forehands.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
So good.
Quite good.
So good.
Yeah, it's good.
All right, so someone said, of course, he said he submitted his form for team sponsorship on January 2nd. How much longer should he wait?
By now, he's probably received a response.
Okay, good.
When was that submitted?
March 30th.
No, it's not. Because it's not March 30th
March
yet.
30th of last year.
Dang it, I was trying to pick it.
Did you already delete it?
Yeah.
Okay, well, then he probably received a response.
March 18th.
James asks, as a newer player, I love the dynamic disc plastic and the way they feel. I'm building my first bag and trying to figure out what to put into it. I can throw a prime judge about 210 feet on average. I haven't used many other discs outside of putters, as I've been told that's the best way to improve quickly. What mid-ranges, fairways, and possible drivers should I be looking to bag?
All of them.
You go right ahead, Eric.
I mean, obviously, I'm going to say the EMAC Truth because I'm very biased about that disc. It's a great disc anyway, regardless. I mean, if you look at majority of our team throws it for the right reasons. It's a staple in my bag. It's a staple in I know Oakley's bag, and it almost acts as a fairway driver itself with the glide it has, the distance you can get out of it. The shot shaping you can do with it as well. So for me personally, and I'll just tell you what my lineup is I've got right now currently I'm bagging the EMAC Truths, and then for my fairways I'm actually throwing a combination of Getaway and Explorer.
Nice.
Both of those. The Getaway for me, I can get a little bit more distance on and it holds a little bit straighter line, as where the Explorer I can lean on it a little bit more and trust it to finish left and throw it into a slight headwind as well.
Yes.
So those are kind of my go-tos, and they fly very similar to each other. Just the next one up flies a little bit longer.
Right.
If that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. The only thing that I add to that is I throw a Verdict and I throw a Fuse, but that's just to cover the overstable, understable side. The other ones are all three EMACs, and then I throw a Maverick along with the Explorer and Getaway. I throw Felons as well.
Yeah, I do too, but I didn't count the Felon because it's more of a utility for me.
Right. But the Maverick, especially the Lucid X Maverick, it's so good.
Is it?
Yeah, even more like it's almost like an Explorer without the finish. It's just
so it
really,
goes straight.
really straight. Yeah,
Nice.
Super cool. Yeah.
Next question comes from Dougie Fresh. Dougie Fresh. What are some tips and experiences on form, disc, and shot selection to get most distance throwing with a head and tailwind on an open, no trees throw? Usually I get about 300 feet on average so far, but lose at least 50 throwing with wind. the disc either gets pushed up and stalls or pushed down and hyzers early. Thanks. Keep it real. So, playing in the wind. What advice you guys have?
So what that sounds like is that you're throwing with the nose of the disc up, because that's the way that a disc would act. If into a headwind it just rises up and in a tailwind it just drops, it's likely that you have the nose of the disc up just a little bit too much.
Yeah, I know when I'm throwing a pure distance shot in tailwind, my mindset is to keep that disc as level as possible coming out.
Yep. Yeah, even tending toward nose down for sure.
Yeah,
that's the goal. So in order to do that, you need to raise your reach back just a bit. You don't want to bring it up by your head, but you certainly don't want to start low and finish super high like you're throwing a spike hyzer. But you want it to be kind of level until the very end of the flight. You actually do want to raise that follow through up just a little bit. That helps you to get the nose a little bit more level. But if you're already struggling with
All right.
Do you have that plug?
Technical difficult. Nope. I'm okay.
Sorry. Rip headphone users.
Rip. Hold on. I thought I had that all set up, ready to go, but apparently I did not. So now we're going over here, and we are going back to Mikey now. What you got to say, Mikey? No, we don't. Oh, no, wait. Okay, hold on. Ready? Here we go, Mikey.
What's up, the three wise men of disc golf? My name is Mikey, and yesterday I lost one of my favorite discs at my home course. I was on the tee pad, and I threw my hybrid Escape that I dearly loved, and it went a little too high and flipped over a little too much and found itself in the woods that are very thick. And I looked for it for a while, but eventually had to give up and went home very sad and a little depressed, not going to lie. So my question is, when you lose a disc in the woods or in the water, what is your step-by-step play? Like, what do you do? What are some guidelines? What are some tips that we can know that can help us get our discs back when we do lose them? Might be a weird question, but man, I lose a lot of discs. So it'd be really helpful to know what you guys do and what some helpful tips for that could be. Maybe you don't lose discs, and that'd be awesome. Either way, thank you so much for answering our questions and for keeping it real. Have a good one.
Step one, cry a little.
Yeah. Start off with mourning the loss of the disc.
Yes. I know Robert puts my name on his discs, so when he loses them, people give them back to me.
Yeah. I don't, but that's a good idea.
Some people actually have done that. Or discs that I've given someone, they're just like, oh, just keep your name on it. It's marked. It's legal.
Right.
If you lose it, it'll come back to you, and you'll get it back to me.
Yeah, it's perfect.
I know people have done that in the past, but it's tough. I mean, the more and more people that play, the more and more you have those casuals out there that don't really understand the rules or etiquette of what to do when they find a lost disc. Mm-hmm. I don't usually do any. I just put my name on it. Just put McCabe on the back of my discs typically. I won't put my phone number or anything like that on there because honestly, if I lose a disc, unless it's like in the water, if I lose it in the woods, I mean, I will search for it as long as I possibly can.
Right.
That's just kind of the nature of the beast, so to speak, growing with our sport growing as quickly and rapidly as it is. People are going to continue to find discs and not return them. I don't know that there's an answer to, unless you write reward on the back of your discs. If you do that, you better make do with the reward, whatever it may be. But if it's like one of your special discs, something that you really care about and you would freak out if you lost, then you can maybe put something like that on the back. But I wouldn't recommend putting that on all your discs.
Yeah. I'll put my phone number on some discs if I care about them a lot. But otherwise, I'll just put my name on there.
I just put Robert's phone number on them.
Yeah. Hello. If they come back, cool. If not, I mean, that happens. But I would say one thing that I think people overlook is make sure that you kind of keep an eye on where it went to start from, right? Mm-hmm. So there's some people who throw a bad shot and it's headed toward water and they're like, and turn around and they get mad. That doesn't help very much. Mm-mm. Keeping an eye on it all the way down is super helpful.
You're going to lose discs.
Yeah, that
regardless,
happens.
You're going to lose them.
I lost one just the other day.
Me too. Actually, 2 of them.
Dang it. But yeah, that's what I would do.
Lost one of my Mavericks.
Mine?
Special edition Maverick.
Oh,
SEs?
Oh, yeah, Peter Pan.
Yeah.
Where? What hole?
On
12.
12, the one that goes over the water.
Playing it from the short pad.
What'd you do?
Did it hit the tree?
Isn't that hole 13?
Maybe
No
13.
wonder you threw it in the water on that hole. You're on the wrong hole, Bobby.
It's not even the right hole, man.
11 is the peninsula hole.
Right.
Peninsula hole.
Is that right?
No.
12 is the peninsula hole?
8 is Monkey Island.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That's right, 13.
So
12 is
13?
Peninsula. Yeah.
Okay, so
Yes.
yeah, I threw in the water.
13.
All right, so Waco Annual Charity Open. Me and Robert went out there, and Robert did his team manager, captain, owner thing. And
Can we at least get it right on the show here? It's Dynamic Discs Manager.
Right.
Okay.
Robert went out there to support the team and talk with the team, and then I went out there to do some video content.
Did you direct them?
I did lots of direction.
Yeah. Go.
I said,
throw that way.
I said, with a little more emotion this time.
Yeah, right.
So when somebody like missed a putt, did you say cut?
Hey, come on. We're going to be here all day. That's what I said.
So we had a really good time. Ryan Draper put on a really good event.
100%.
It was of course everybody seemed to love the course that we talked to, love the whole mixture of open to and wooded
How
courses.
could you not? Yeah.
So that aspect was really good. But let's talk about the 800-pound gorilla on video.
Okay, ready.
I didn't see the gorilla.
That's my point.
Oh.
We nobody saw anything.
That's true.
No. So a lot of people were asking me offline, was I upset because of the coverage and everything, because it was a dynamic disc titled event. And we are supporters of the Disc Golf Pro Tour in that we really want to see them succeed. But if I'm going to
Here we go.
keep it real, I have to admit, I was disappointed in the live coverage. I'm not sure. I don't want to.
You already said you were going to keep it real, Bobby.
Yeah, you did. And you talked about a gorilla that was 800 pounds.
It's like kind of a small gorilla,
I don't know
actually.
how
It's
much.
an elephant. you're supposed to say.
The best way I can put it is I don't know how much more patience or how much more I can give to them. Because I want to see them succeed because it's Disc Golf Pro Tour. I think it has a lot of potential, but the memorial's like, oh gosh, man. Okay, guys,
Which is understandable.
Let's get
First event out.
let's shake it off. Let's do it. But the second event, it wasn't like it wasn't as if they were they were bad and then but a little bit better. It was worse. So it felt like a step backwards.
I didn't watch. I wasn't able
Did
to
you watch a lot of the live? I mean, I know you were there.
I watched not a lot of it, but I watched enough to go, yeah, I see what people are talking about. And then,
Well,
of course,
they actually shut comments off.
yeah, at one point they shut comments off. And then, of course, they didn't show, I didn't see not one ad. A lot of it was just for a while, it was a static image of a car on dirt road. And then it became kind of like a fancy slideshow of different sports. And then it became images of disc golf. And it was just like, man.
Yeah.
It
for
didn't
a
feel like-
Dynamic Discs sponsored title event,
Right.
Yeah.
there was no commercial.
Seemed like
Correct.
we kind of got gypped.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's funny because I saw somebody had commented out somewhere and said, I never thought I would miss commercials.
Right.
Yeah.
Because it's true. I mean, it's I don't know, it's kind of somewhat boring, I guess I would say and the commentators that feel bad for them because they I mean, you lose things to talk about when you're
Right.
people just walking down the fairway and
having to
whatnot,
fill all
so,
that space.
Yeah,
Right,
it's
so-
not easy.
Yeah, as the title sponsor, I agree. That's frustrating to have no. And I don't know what the Pro Tour's obligation was to show commercials. I don't have any idea during the live. But yeah, for it to be a dynamic disc title sponsored event, I was surprised we didn't see very many. Sorry, any, I guess. Do you know what the obligation was? Do you have it in writing?
I haven't looked yet, but
Okay.
I believe people are reminding me that we were supposed to have some ads, but I want to see the verbiage exactly. So
Well, that
Right.
and they have not released the
Post.
the next day coverage
Correct.
yet
Correct,
either, and
so-
it's like next.
Yeah.
Next
so
day.
without getting go ahead.
Having that said, if you're going to continue on,
I just didn't
live,
want to
go ahead.
hash. I just didn't want to hash every little thing. We all
Sure.
have seen it. We all have our opinions. I would say that I'm not giving up on Disc Golf Pro Tour.
No.
However, I was disappointed.
Yeah.
So you're like,
But I'm still rooting for them. I still want them to,
Right.
to work it out.
A lot of our pros and other pros are able to be on the road full time or close to it because of the work that
Things like Disc Golf
Steve
Pro
has
Tour,
put
yeah.
in. And yeah, I mean that's That's a big reason that they have big events to play. Now, those events would be awesome without, but you know, I'm pretty sure the Pro Tour minimum is 10,000 added cash. And that's a big deal. Like that produces some big payouts for those players. I will say, not to pit these two against one another.
One more thing about the live, just one more that I had a thought that is that the thing is that when Smashbox first started, when Disc Golf Planet.tv first started, they had similar challenges and similar hurdles to get over. But I felt like they were making progress, especially Smashbox, since they stuck with it. It just seemed like the technology was getting better. They were getting better. They were getting more. But now it feels like are going a step backwards. And that's why it feels like not good progress for disc golf in the media aspect.
Yeah, I agree. I don't mean to pit these two against one another. I know that people are doing it online. But we did sponsor the Jomez coverage of the event. And that is out, and it's fantastic. I know you guys know all about Jomez, and I'm sure you like them and stuff. We've got rounds 1, 2, and 3. Round 1 sponsored by Latitude 64, and then 2 and 3 sponsored by Dynamic Discs. Go and check those out. Tell those guys that you support them and appreciate them being out there, because it was cool to see them out there. And
absolutely,
they got Macbeth's 18 under on camera. Pretty incredible stuff, to be honest. I mean, you've played the Beast.
Yes, I have.
18 is
recently.
I still think the 18 at D-Glow was more difficult.
I think 18 is more impressive at the Great Lakes Open.
Yes. Nevertheless, that's just because you could say par is kind of soft at Waco for those players in that wind.
I agree.
18 with a tailwind should probably play as a par 3, and a lot of them made it look like a par 3. And the par 5s in the woods, I think they're only par 5s because they're so tight. Like it's difficult to just
the woods I'm not
keep it clean.
As thrown off, I guess you would say, about pars, but 18 definitely is one that comes to mind. But
if it's a headwind like normal,
well, I mean, on the other side of things, look at traditional golf. I mean, there's eagles for a reason.
Right.
You know what I mean? We got to have holes that are, drivable for these long throwers, in my opinion. So, I mean, you could choose your medicine if you want to go for the eagle, if you want to go for the birdie. So I think it's fine. I mean, at the end of the day, par's irrelevant.
Right.
Granted, had that last hole been a par 3,
he'd have
Paul
shot a
shoots 17 and it's
but
not
40,
as impressive.
But 49 on that course is unreal.
Yes.
Like I love the people who are saying, "Oh, this course is just too easy." You've obviously never played that course.
Correct.
The Beast will eat you alive.
Yeah. People shoot 49 on the back 9.
Yeah. Oh, I still have 9 holes to go.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Anyway, that's it. So check out that Jomez coverage. I think they did a great job.
Of course, always.
That's it.
That's it. We're good on Waco Annual Charity Open.
Yeah, man. Yeah, congrats to the winners. Freaking Macbeth doing some Macbeth things. That was pretty cool.
It was cool to see Katrina win too.
She
out there battling.
Played really
well.
well.
Played solid on Saturday. That was awesome to see.
Yeah, she's been open talking about having the yips in the past and having some jitters while putting, and she made some really big putts.
She changed around her putting style a little bit. I noticed, and it's working.
Yep. Then we had Paige Bjerkes in second, Paige Pierce in third. Great finishes for them. So all around, super fun event to get to go to.
I'll say it's awesome to see little Paige up there.
She's so good. She doesn't even understand how good she is.
Just a year ago, she didn't have that confidence, to go out and do that. And it's amazing what winning one tournament can do for your mindset.
Right.
It's pretty awesome to see.
She's killing it. Also, Jomez put out a quick video of Simon throwing over the water on 18 with a putter. Okay, regardless of the wind, that is special. Yeah. Go look at that hole sometime if you're ever in the area and think, could I get my best distance driver there? And then try it. And I promise you end up 20 feet short in the water like every other person does.
Yeah.
And he just threw his, I think it was a P2.
Can you play to the right?
You can.
Like safe across the pond over to the right?
Or the left, either way.
Yeah,
I usually play to the left.
But the seems so much safer for some reason. Because I guess it's because that approach into the green, you're not throwing over.
It's just flat ground.
Yeah.
So. Anyway, great event. It was super cool.
Yeah, Oakley. Oakley shot a 14 down.
Yeah, he shot a 14 last round.
Also had the only eagle on hole 2, and I was watching that live, and I literally fist bumped in my living room. It was Team Captain America designer extraordinaire.
Yeah. It's Dynamic Disc Manager.
Oh,
thank you. Yes, we have updated 2019 Team Series discs. They are going to be available online here in the next couple of weeks. What is today's the 19th? Okay, so I think we have some either releasing this Friday or next, and then they'll be spaced out a little bit after that.
Just tiered.
Yeah,
almost.
just as they're coming in. And we're doing that on purpose because we don't want to just release all 9 at once and then you're like, oh crap, I have to decide between, all of these. When if you can space it out a little bit, maybe you buy 1 or 2 now, buy 1 or 2 on the next one. Yeah, just give everyone a shot to get some more of those.
Is there any new Lucid X or Opto X molds?
The new ones that have not been out before. So let's talk about the ones that we know about already. Lucid X Convict, that's Paige Pierce. Lucid X Getaway is a new one from Paige Bierkus.
Great disc.
It's stable.
Yeah.
Pretty darn stable. Lucid X Trespass, that's Eric McCabe's.
Best disc ever.
It's done quite well. The Lucid X Maverick, these ones are even a little bit more stable than last year's. They're very, very good.
I will say that about the Trespass as well.
Is that right?
Because they did come out a little bit more domey. They have more of a
Nice.
pop top to them. And, in my opinion, a better stamp and better colors.
And
available.
better everything.
Yes.
And then the Lucid X Felon, everyone knows about that. Super good. The ice clear ones of these, come on. And then we've got the Waffle Warden from AJ. Color hybrid Warden. They're looking pretty prime.
Those look pretty nice.
Yeah, they're good.
They do.
The 2 that we haven't had before on the Latitude side. So Emerson Keith has the Opto X Explorer. We had that one last year. Nice, stable version of the Explorer. But then we've got the Opto X Fuse. That's Johnny McRae's disc. And it looks fantastic.
Have you thrown one of those yet? I wonder how much more stable they are.
Jordan Castro has thrown them compared to like his old fuses, like the old stable ones, and said they were pretty similar.
Good.
So nice and stable. And then Grady Shue has the Opto X Compass, and that's a pretty stable compass as well. Feels really comfortable and really flat. I threw one on forehand the other day, and it was, I liked it.
I will say there is another one coming out. Now, at GBO, I will have some Moonshine Lucid X Trespasses at my booth for sale during the block party. Also, some Lucid X Emax. I finally got them to run them again, and they ran perfectly great. They are going to be ghost stamped, ice clear.
I like it.
They are nasty looking. They sent me a picture of one the other day. They're not here yet, but they will be here for GBO. So if you want to get your hands on one of those, come find me at the block party.
Nice.
So
Next question comes from. I really should have these ready to go. Adam, hello to the Trilogy Trio Cool Daddy Slick Breeze clip.
Cool Daddy Slick Breeze. That's what he's thinking.
You sure?
He's just looking for it.
Hey, Cool Daddy Slick Breeze.
That one?
You know, it's funny that he keeps continually overplaying that
The
little
incorrect
skit.
pronunciation.
And how many times did he complain and cry about it when people mispronounced it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but now it's starting.
It's
to
becoming a
into-
self-fulfilling prophecy now, Bob.
It's starting to sink in.
Starting to get to you.
Yeah.
So that's your new name?
No. From the guy at Salmon Falls in New Hampshire that happens to drunken DeGam too often.
Nice.
3 questions. What putter in the Trilogy line that is most like an MVP Electron Atom?
I don't know what that is, but Latitude has a Ceric that is an overmold, and it's pretty nice.
I do not know what an atom is like.
I don't know what an atom is either.
Do y'all know what that is?
Do you know what an atom is?
MVP atom?
The electron is the putter plastic, though.
Right.
The atom
Sure.
I know is shallow and fairly straight. I would say
Okay, these guys say Warden or
Warden
Pure.
and Pure are what these.
And you
two
said
guys say.
Electron is your putter plastic, so he says which
That's a
plastic is
plastic.
similar. So
if it's a putter plastic, then yeah, classic.
or classic.
Or,
More classic. Okay.
Okay, so it's not an overmold, or it is?
it is.
It is. Okay.
But it's just they're both putter plastic.
yeah.
Sure.
I love the Atom, but it is the only disc in my bag, not Trilogy. Robert McCall says Team Warden. Option of people throwing discs like condors and ciphers.
Okay.
Option of people throwing discs like I don't understand.
I don't understand that either.
Condor is really big. I know that.
Yes.
I know, but what? I don't understand option. He wants the option. He can throw whatever he wants.
You can?
He does drunken D-gam.
Okay, this is the next one is from Jules. 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 Jules.
Yeah.
Hi there. I'm playing the game
Oh,
with my
Bill.
boyfriend.
Probably Jules.
Yeah, that would be my guess.
That wouldn't make sense now that I read that.
Well,
No, it would because I'm okay.
of course.
Who's really good and intense and loves playing. I don't want to ruin it for him. I would love some advice like where to get the right discs and proper grip and how to have fun even if you stink. as I'm fairly sure he'll stink I'll no.
I'm
As
fairly sure stink.
I'll stink the first time out, but who knows that and is still willing to take me on the course.
Sweet. Well, here's somewhere.
Sure, the question is.
That's a great question.
It is.
It's I think so. So, okay, where you can get discs from, go to dynamicdiscs.com. We have extremely large selection of all of the best discs.
Especially
I would try
beginner-friendly discs.
Yes.
I would start with the easy to use,
Yep.
easy to throw line. Easy to use from Latitude 64 is going to be your diamond, your jade, your pearl, and your ruby.
Jace.
If you want to go dynamic disc, easy to throw, you want to go to pick up a breakout, maybe a gavel,
Proof,
and a proof.
Yeah.
So those have nice understability or understable,
And
for
they're lightweight.
The beginner, and they're lightweight. Yes.
Yeah. So pick up some of those, and then if you're concerned,
And you will not stink.
honestly, I think what she's concerned about is that she said, "I don't want to go out with him and stink, and then him not want to play."
So does she want like to get lessons and then go out and beat him the first time?
If so,
Is that what's happening? I'm interested.
we're big proponents of that. No, I would say the times that I've taken my wife out to play, she's not very good at disc golf. She doesn't play very much. But even the first couple of times, it was just cool for me that she was out there with me. It didn't matter that she was throwing a whole bunch of shots or didn't know how to control it. So yeah, just the more that you enjoy yourself and just try and learn as much as you can. Don't put too much pressure on yourself. I think that's the way to go about it.
Agreed.
Next one comes from Wes. He's getting frustrated.
We go about it different ways. Like,
Yeah, of course.
I took a few months off, mostly because of our winter, and getting back in now, I feel awful. I'm playing very
You took
poorly.
months off. I'm not talking months.
Right.
Sorry, the internet keeps screwing up. Silly internet. This one is from Hunter. Hey, cool. Actually, I think this is what he meant. He meant, hey, cool. Daddy Slick Breeze.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I definitely think he wasn't thinking
And he
that.
definitely meant this and two other less important guys. I was wondering, what do you think the best distance drivers for forehand and backhand are in the Trilogy lineup? I can throw forehand and backhand around 400 feet consistently.
Well, if that's what he said, this is all you, Bobby. Good luck.
Yeah, we're two less important guys, so go ahead.
All right, the best distance driver for forehand. I think right now a good one to try would be the Raider.
Yes.
He only said that because I said that a minute ago.
Yeah, that's fair.
It would have been one I said anyway. Backhand really depends on what you're looking for. Let's see, if he throws about 400 feet, he's probably throwing pretty darn good. I would say like a Ballista Pro has been very popular for a lot of our top guys. The Raider, I know that Eric Oakley is throwing the Raider really, really solid. But the Ballista Pro seems to be one that a lot of people are throwing really well and enjoying really well.
Nice answer.
You like that?
Yeah.
Thank you.
You should have said Lucid X Trespass, but
Whatever.
Next one
Yeah,
is,
for you guys on the chat who are saying we've got buffering today, yeah, our internet is acting up right now.
I don't
so
get it.
I'm sorry.
I'm looking at the settings, and it says I have upload of 49.97 speed. That's pretty darn good.
8.21 gigawatts.
And my hotspot quality is 94%, which is good. But every now and then, all of a sudden, boom, it says your internet quality is poor. So something must be going on with ValueNet or something like that.
Yeah.
It is supposed to rain today. I don't know.
That's
if
probably
that matters.
it.
It's probably solar flares.
Yeah.
Next one is from Chase.
Too soon.
I am currently rated 800 through 2 tournaments, but am expecting to do around 945 this year
Well,
Sick.
while playing 8 events.
all right.
Will my better play not be counted in my rating? I am 13 for reference. Not sure it makes a difference.
Okay.
Your rating, as long, I mean,
Your age does not make a difference.
no,
in your
age
rating.
doesn't make a difference. And if your rating is above, it doesn't matter. It'll always count. Is that what he's asking?
Yes.
If you shoot better than your current rating, it'll
Right.
always count.
Yes.
It's below that doesn't always count.
Right. That is correct.
But it's got to be far enough below.
And yeah, once you have 8 rounds on your rating, then it's a year's worth of rounds stay on your rating once you have more than 8 rounds. So if you're playing 8 tournaments, you'll have plenty more than
Plenty.
that. I would say, what was his name again, Bobby? You deleted it already?
Yes.
You delete him too fast, man.
Nick.
Because I have to. Otherwise, I'm like, next question is.
It was Nick.
Whatever. Okay, Nick. if that's your real name.
And then I have the question.
Yeah. So nice. I would make sure that you don't set your expectations too high. If you shot 800 rated through your last couple of tournaments, it's reasonable to expect that you might not shoot 15 shots better than that on average per tournament round.
Correct.
So yes, that's a great goal to shoot for. Like shoot for shooting 945. That's awesome. But keep in mind, you may not get there, and that's okay. Like it is fine to just work on improving tournament over tournament. It doesn't always have to be the biggest jump every single time.
Yeah. Don't worry about ratings.
Yes, just play.
Dean wants to know, will we ever see frost, fluid, or elastoplastic again? I know when OOP. You down with OOP? Because it didn't make as many sales as the other plastics, but never thought it was promoted or available in as many molds as other plastics. Excuse me. A lot of the Lucid Opto VIP discs hurt my hands because of their disc stiffness, so I always found the others discs to be much more comfortable. Excuse me again.
You dead?
Those plastics, they're still going to be not available unless we do something special.
They're still going to be not available.
Right. I understand your concerns with the stiffness. Hopefully, maybe there's enough out there where you can kind of trade or see on some Facebook markets or something like that where people have it. But it's just the numbers game. They just did not perform as well as we needed them to
Right.
warrant them being produced
Who knows?
all the time.
Maybe they'll make a comeback one day. You never know.
Never know.
It's not like you're saying we're never going to do it again.
That's what I was saying.
That's what Robert says. But
Yeah.
it's
And
good that
I'm-
he's not manager.
I know I'm the manager.
So-
Listen,
We're good.
Only the captain makes those decisions.
I'm everyone's man. Well, I'm that too,
Oh,
according
okay.
to the live broadcast.
Not anymore.
Dang it.
You
Okay.
have been dethroned.
To manager of
To
everybody.
manager of everybody.
That's right.
Kevin asks, "Hey Bobby and the DD Media crew,
What's up?
That's you guys.
I just watched the 2016 Central Coast Disc Golf video Innova Starter Pack Challenge. Have you ever thought about doing a Trilogy Challenge video in the same vein? Eric Oakley could be in both videos." Yes, we have. Unfortunately, Eric Oakley wouldn't be here around the time, but we have the idea of where, because Anthony and Danny have done a prototype challenge where they threw prototype discs.
They also did a starter challenge.
They also did a starter challenge. Did that ever come out? I don't think that
Yeah,
ever
I
came
watched
out.
it. No?
No,
Oh,
never
I
went
watched
out.
the other one.
So
Spoiler alert, it's coming.
no. But they are going to do a Trilogy Challenge
Okay.
where they're going to throw the Trilogy Challenge discs, and I thought it would be kind of fun for us three to maybe do a Trilogy Challenge.
Good luck.
So
Cool.
good luck on what?
Good luck getting Robert to play.
Yeah, because I'll be busy managing.
Let's do this at Monkey Island.
And captaining. The actual tournament, we only play with Trilogy
Yes.
Challenge discs.
Only 3 too. And so if you lose one,
Sorry. Too bad, so sad.
I'm interested.
Super interested.
Next one comes from Brock. Hey, Disc Golf Answer Man, I've been listening to you guys for a few months now, and I love the show. So I've been playing disc golf off and on for a few years now. I've mostly played with a forehand because that's what felt comfortable for me to start out playing with. It's how I throw furthest.
Okay.
So now I'm trying to improve my backhand throw. When I go out to play, if my forehand throw is doing great, then my backhand throw is awful, and then vice versa. How
Good.
can
Right?
I fix
mean,
this?
Perfect.
I mean, that's if one's on, the other's off. Just throw whatever's on.
Just levels out?
Yeah.
Okay. So how does he fix it?
It's like a
That's it?
teeter-totter.
There's no fixing?
It's
Just
Well,
live with it?
how you fix it is if you go out and you're playing a casual round and your forehands are really off that day, continue working on those forehands and
Yes.
vice versa.
Yes.
Is what I would suggest.
I think people give up on their non-dominant shot too frequently. Now, I think there's something to be said for this. Has happened to me in a tournament. I plan on throwing forehand on a couple of holes. I threw forehand on a couple of holes before that. Forehand feels terrible. For the sake of my score, I'm going to just play the shot that I'm confident in, which is the backhand.
Right.
However, if we're playing a casual round, even if we're playing for tags, for strokes, for dollar or whatever it is,
$1 bills, y'all.
I love practicing forehands because I want to become more confident in those instead of just always leaning on the backhand. So
Correct.
yeah, when it is one of those days when your forehand just really isn't feeling it, continue to throw it. Work through
exactly.
that. See if you can get better through it.
There you go. Next one comes from the Hunter King
Okay.
or King Hunter.
Okay.
Hey, Disc Golf Answer Man crew. This is Hunter from Starkville, Mississippi, home to the Mississippi State Bulldogs, the reigning National Collegiate Disc Golf Champions.
Nice. Solid.
My question is about PDGA ratings and tournament classification. I'm not sure if this is everywhere, but down here we have a problem with people playing down a division or bagging to increase their chances of winning and collecting a payout.
Oh, it's everywhere.
I think part of the problem is because on the PDGA website, and I'm only saying this because people have told me this, but it says that any player rated under 900 is a rec player, 900 to 935 is an intermediate player, and over 935 is advanced. I just find that to be kind of inaccurate. My rating is 890, and I just started playing in the advanced division just because my arm speed and distance has gotten to where I can play for the pro pads. I like playing a more challenging version of the course to better my game. It gets a little frustrating when you go to a tournament, you've prepared well, you play well, and it's a close battle in the division, except for the guy that finished first, who not only beat you by 16, 17, 18 strokes, but probably could have cashed in pro, but decided to play down. What are your thoughts on the matter? Should PDGA change their ratings classification guidelines? Should ratings even be considered when deciding what division to play? Would love to hear your answer. Thanks, guys.
I think ratings, pardon me, I think ratings should definitely be considered when classifying divisions, because if they just weren't considered at all, then Eric, this would be ridiculous and he would never do it, but Eric could say, all right, I'm going to play advanced.
I'm doing that at Monkey Island, so I can play both days.
Wow, sick.
Yeah.
That's really cool. And yeah, he'd go
Good thing he'd never do it.
Yeah, he'd go win advanced by 30, you know?
It's debatable, but
35. 40. Okay, just come on.
You're going the wrong way.
Wrong way.
Going the
Okay,
wrong
okay,
way.
I'm sorry. But he would win by a lot. And so, yes, having some sort of guideline to define what division you should play in, I think is good. Should those be redrawn? Maybe. I don't think there's a huge problem with it, but you're in a particular type of predicament, right? So you're rated 890, you play up and play advanced when you could play rec. Now, first of all, good on you. That's awesome. Having more of a challenge, that's super cool. But be aware that just because you're playing up doesn't mean that others who are still playing within their right to play advanced aren't going to beat you sometimes, because that's just going to happen. That's one of the natural consequences of playing up a little bit. So I guess maybe your recommendation would be that you a lower rating. I'm not sure what he would recommend instead, but I would say good on you for playing up. Just know that's going to happen sometimes. Sometimes you're going to get beat by somebody until they move up. And even if they could cash an open, cashing an advanced, like winning an advanced tournament and cashing an open, those are two totally different things. You feel differently when you're playing an open. I know from experience. Eric will tell you the same thing. It is a totally different thing. I don't know. What do you think?
I agreed. Completely different.
Yes.
All right. Disc Golf Pro Tour Fantasy. We participated in it for Waco, and we got to pick a winner. So we did better than the 1 through 18. So 18 people did better, if I'm reading this right. So I'm going to go to random number generator, go to 1 through 18. We're going to say generate number 7. And we're going to go over here and say number 7 is Scotty Love. So Scotty Love, I'm going to contact Disc Golf Pro Tour. And if you're a listener of ours, I hope you are, you have won whatever Disc Golf Pro Tour wants to send to you.
Sick.
So if you want to participate in this, go to dgpt.com/fantasy. Fill out the form, answer the questions. If you score better than us, then we pick a name from the people that score better than us.
Yep.
And you win.
Wow.
What's wrong?
I'm just looking through the scoring on this. It's kind of crazy. The person who won, Big Blue Cat, got all of the player things right except for the bonus, who will finish best among the power rankings.
Oh, wow.
Good for him.
So, yeah, Disc Golf Pro Tour Fantasy, a little different. We just answer, 10 questions? And,
yeah.
And you don't really pick players, but you pick from the players they asked
Pick numbers.
where
Guess
they
12
were ranked as
questions,
far as
but
top 5. 12, okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then Skip Ace Fantasy Disc Golf. Let's head over there. Standings 2019.
Is this for the DGA League?
Yes.
I'm just kidding.
This is for
for every time that I asked it last time.
Ooh,
How do we do?
we got 27th.
Hey.
Is that good?
That's good. Out of
28.
no, out of wow, out of 419.
Wow.
For Waco specifically?
Yeah, it's just for Waco specifically. So
Come on, internet.
last time I picked a winner and I picked the person that did the best, but now I'm just going to select a name, a random name.
Why?
Because I want people to think that they can still win if they just simply participate. I want to give away participation trophies. Isn't that the thing you do
You are
now?
enabling the millennials.
This is a participation award. When everybody's special is nobody's special.
Wait, okay.
Everybody's a winner.
Oh, that's in the DGM league. Okay, got it.
All right, so 1 through 419.
Oh, you're still doing it that way. You're not just going to pick a random name.
No, 18. Number 18 is the
'cause
random.
You made it sound like
Still
you were
did
going to
better.
just
Like I was going to pick
just
myself.
pick a hand. Like, oh, this
Oh,
guy's
no.
name's pretty cool.
Number 18 is James. James got number 18th.
Nice work, James.
Nice work, James. So you are the winner. He picked Coling, Perkins, Guthrie, and Emerson Keith. Of course, Coling got him the most points at 185, and he picked Paige Pierce and Paige Bjerkes.
Solid picks.
So he got a total of 1,064 points. You are our winner from randomly selected for participating in our Disc Golf Answer Man Fantasy Disc Golf. So, James, if you are listening, you need to take a screenshot of you being logged in to Skip Ace and send it to Bobby, B-O-B-B-Y at dynamicdiscs.com.
BOBY.com.
And I will send you out
Bobby.
one of our discs that we used in the video, so they'll be slightly worn. 9 out of 10. Probably 9.5 out of 10.
Depends on who threw it.
My name is Bobby Cole Daddy Slick. What?
Bobby Cole. All right, real quick. How much time we got left?
3 minutes.
We got 5 minutes.
Oh.
We're
All
going to answer the last speak pipe question
Ever?
ever in the world.
Okay.
This is Mike from Michigan.
What's up, Mike?
Hey, Disc Golf Answerman. This is Mike from Michigan. Hello to Bobby Cool Daddy Slick Breeze.
He did it right.
Robert, I
got
sounded
it
like
right.
Darth Vader on the last episode, McCall.
I was basically
and
dead.
Eric, course designer extraordinaire McCabe.
What's up, Mike?
I have what I think is a pretty simple question for you guys, but I appreciate your input on it. I'm hashtag Team Warden all day long. I have so many different ones. Was excited to pick up
Boo.
the AJ Risley hybrid one last year and just love that as a throwing disc. Anyway, I'm curious if you guys have anything in the Trilogy lineup, not necessarily just DD discs, but anything in the Trilogy lineup that has a similar flight to a Warden, but is maybe not quite as deep.
Maybe has a bead on it.
Deep of a dish on the putter. So appreciate your thoughts on that. Thank you guys for all you do for disc golf. Thanks.
What do you guys say?
Sorry.
That's okay. Yes. So if you're looking for something slightly shallower, is what he said.
Shallower.
Right?
Less deep, I think is what he said.
Something that I think flies pretty similarly to a Warden and is a little bit more shallow is the Maiden from Westside Discs. If the Warden didn't exist, I would probably be throwing the Maiden a lot. It's very, very good. I love it. If you're looking for something that's, I guess, slightly more understable than the Warden, you might try a Pure from Latitude 64.
Yeah.
That is shallower as well.
Yeah, sure.
Any others that come to mind?
Those are really it.
Most of ours aren't more shallow than the Warden.
No, the Warden's pretty.
Yeah.
I would say yeah, Pure or Maiden. Either one of those
Yeah.
are going to be pretty good.
Anthony's
Pretty good
loving the
solid
Maiden
choice.
these days. He's throwing them all over the place.
Are you Team Maiden?
He's Team Warden
No,
putting.
he's Team Maiden.
Hello. That's it.
Is that it?
That's it.
All right, guys. Real quick, before we go, I'm going to hold you guys to it. We're all going to make a pick.
Make a pick.
We're going to pick for the Sun King throws down the mountain.
You mean throw down the mountain?
Throws down the
That
mountain.
hadn't happened yet?
Throw downs the mountain.
Hasn't happened.
Throw down the mountain.
Throw down the mountains.
There are literally no S's in there.
There is in Sun King.
And Sun King, that's true. Throw down the mountain.
Got him. All right, so let's.
This event hasn't happened yet?
No, it's this coming week.
Happens in weekend. We have 2 days to pick, so
I
here we
thought
go.
It happened in like.
For
All right, are you guys familiar with who's playing? Do you want me to sort it by rating, or what do you want to do?
Pick the third highest rated player there.
The third highest rated player there is Simon Lizotte.
Pater.
So we're going to put Simon Lizotte as our first pick.
We got Lloyd Weema's going to be there.
Oh. 742?
It's 43. He's the guy who played Worlds and got last, but he's an experience collector. Lloyd Weema.
He's an experience collector.
Y'all don't remember hearing about this at Worlds?
No. I wasn't there.
Yeah. Oh, man.
What happened? Tell us.
Lloyd, okay, so this guy, he's been playing disc golf for a long time, and people were getting so upset that he was playing Open. Like, he went to the World Championship in Vermont, and people were getting so upset because he was so far behind everybody else. I think he went one round without any pars.
That's good. All
I
birdies?
remember now.
It was not all birdies.
I remember.
Come on, Lloyd. Actually, you know what?
You can do it, Lloyd.
Who cares what everybody says?
Yeah, good for you, man.
Good for you, Lloyd.
Good for you. But we will not pick you for skip base.
Who's our second pick?
We should just pick all the highest ratings and then Lloyd.
Throw down the mountain. You know who I'm picking? I'm picking Calvin Heimberg.
Calvin's going to be your pick?
That's an easy pick.
All right. Calvin is in there.
He always plays well in Florida.
Florida.
Let's jump over before we put our last two picks. Let's put our female Open player pick.
What ladies we got?
We get two picks here.
Is that sorted by rating?
Nope. The highest rated are Madison Walker and Elaine King, followed closely by Holly Finley.
I would say, watch out for Liz Carr.
Yeah, she can play golf for sure. If I was picking, I would pick Madison and Elaine. I think they've both got the game to compete out there.
All right, well, I'll put Madison Walker as our pick 1. What's our pick 2?
Up to you.
You pick it, Eric.
So much pressure. All right, Liz Carr, don't let us down.
Liz Carr is in there. All right, we have 2,081 points to work with. Let's pick our...
That's what we have left?
Yes.
Oh, we can pick just 1040 rated people. Or we could pick Macbeth and...
Michael Johansson?
We could pick Macbeth and Johansson, and we're good.
That's it. That's our picks.
Is that our picks?
We did
Macbeth and Michael Joe. What's he rated?
1030.
10... He's not in here. Oh, there he is. I'm sorry. 1026 it says in here.
Oh, I would love to pick Chris Dickerson if we were able. Are we able?
This is a collective pick, so
I would say Dickerson will probably play better than Johansson out there. Probably.
All right. If it doesn't, you heard it here first.
If he's able. If we're able to pick him.
Why wouldn't we be? Oh, you're saying
because of our budget.
How many points do we have left?
No,
after
1038 is
after
Chris
Johansson.
Dickerson. We'd have to take Macbeth out or something, or we'd have to obviously change one of the others.
He said take Mikey Joe out. Can you put?
No, it will not let me.
Okay, then Mikey Joe's a good pick.
Okay.
Honestly, Johnny McRae's a good pick out there too.
Any of them.
Yep.
Simon Lizotte, Calvin Heimberg, Paul Macbeth, Michael Johansson.
Yeah, that's solid.
Good?
Solid.
I like it.
Alternative? Johnny McRae is the first one as far as rating.
Perfect.
Alternate for the women? Hannah Macbeth.
Perfect.
Or Sandy or Pam
Those are local ladies.
Offledge?
I would say Hannah's fine.
Hannah, yeah, that's good.
So we got Madison Walker, Liz Carr, Hannah alternate,
Yes.
Simon Lizotte, Calvin, Paul Macbeth, Michael alternate, Johnny McRae.
Perfect.
Save picks.
Nailed it. Good
There you
luck,
go,
everybody
folks.
else.
We did it.
All right, so someone made fun of us because we told them our picks live or on the, but I don't understand how that's a big deal if we pick.
It's a big deal.
It's a big deal apparently to a few people.
I guess because people can choose the same,
Whatever.
then they won't lose to us.
You will literally
You know
never
what I mean?
lose
So then
to
they'll
us.
be.
Oh, so
They'll
but
get
then,
the
yeah, but see now that I'm doing it random,
now. You're random.
now that it's a participation award, everybody can win.
It's not always a participation reward. It's
What?
just for this week.
Oh, that's right, true.
Maybe
It might
maybe
be different for next
hey,
week.
maybe next week we'll give it to people that tied us.
Maybe,
We'll see.
or maybe we'll give it to
Sacrifice your skip a score.
Or maybe we won't give it to anybody next week.
People. Well, maybe we'll
Maybe
give it
we'll
to
give it to
somebody who
ourselves.
doesn't even listen to our show.
Maybe we'll give it to Lloyd, and his rating will go up.
There you go.
Lloyd Weema, good luck.
All right, our picks are in. Make sure you go to skipace.com, search for the Join the League DGAM if you have not already. Get your picks in because we are giving stuff away, having fun with it, and yeah. All right, Disc Golf Answer Man fans, thank you so much for tuning in on the audio. YouTube, if it's gonna not buffer, stick around, put your question in, and we'll get some of your questions on our after show.
Also, don't
Because
forget
after-
we're right in the middle of match play.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, match play started.
Yep.
Yep.
Disc
My
golf
first
match-
round is almost over already here in Emporia.
Did you win?
I haven't played yet.
Okay. Who are you playing, Anthony?
Yeah.
Good luck, Anthony.
When are you
Bring it,
playing?
dude.
Match play.
Thursday.
How are people doing on match play?
right.
Let's see what's
I
going
will,
on. Disc golf.
I will be there.
Match play.
What time? Oh, I won't be there. I take back my fist bump.
Actually, he's going out Thursday,
At 4
and he's
o'clock.
going to do a little bit of Instagram story on his progress. So if you want to follow along and cheer him on.
And he plays Temp. He's playing Temp.
He's playing Jacob Temp, our graphic designer, so it should be a good one.
And the winner of that match most likely loses to, is it Adrian?
Is it?
I think so. He is solid. Adrian is solid.
We got some recent results in Missouri. Mark Smits beat Chad Kelly. New York, Rochester, New York, Kyle Edwards beat, I think I'm reading this right, beat Jeffrey Drury.
Drury?
Am I reading this right?
Probably not.
Yeah, it's got to be. The one that's
Also
blue highlighted has got to be the winner, right?
I don't know. Blue usually means that you lost.
Whatever. Massachusetts, Brad Wagner won over Justin Guillon.
No, are those finals? Or are
Sorry
those
that you're just shouting out people who lost.
Yeah, I know. God.
Bruce. Oh, dude, Chris
Bruce?
lost.
Yeah.
Sorry, Chris.
Oh, yeah, Chris definitely lost.
Where are you looking at?
On my bracket.
So,
Yeah,
the
The winner of your match plays Adrian. Once again, the Esquivels had to play each other first round.
how does that happen?
Yeah, I don't
and
know.
who won?
Isaiah. Isaiah won.
Were they playing yesterday? Is that what we saw yesterday? 'Cause I saw them
No,
after.
they played the other day.
Oh, okay.
They played the other day.
Maybe it was
Matt
Sunday.
Sedgwick and Dom Rodriguez still have to play, but I believe Matt is dropping out of that.
Good luck.
Why?
I don't know.
Dude, I didn't
Something
realize
about his
Anthony and
elbow.
Temp were playing each other. You going to sit him down, dude?
And then Mike Smith and JJ still have to play each other.
Yep.
I believe they're playing today.
Yeah.
But how cool are the discs this year?
I know you had one in here the other day, didn't you?
So good. Yeah, I brought it to Anthony because he played. It was his player.
Did you say Guthrie and
Yeah.
Sean played?
Yeah, Guthrie won.
Okay, then I'm looking at this right.
Oh.
I was just making sure I was right. Salt Lake City, Utah. Garrett beat Mark Spicer. Not so Spicer now, are you, Mark?
Dude, you're just
All right,
calling
I'm
people out that...
All right. All right. Are you playing in one?
No,
Why?
I don't know. I forgot to sign up.
Scared.
Oh, yeah? You want to play?
Yes.
Oh, dang it. Never mind.
Sure.
Oh, man, that really backfired.
Yeah. Dang it. I was hoping you'd say that. All right. That's
your
it.
all-time backfires.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hang on there, YouTube. We'll be with you in just a second.
God. Oh, my goodness. Cool jokes, man.
Yeah. I don't want
Yes, of course I want to play.
All right, YouTube.
Can this just be a lead?
What? Oh, there we go. Gonna buffer.
Buff.
She'll be back. Kristen asks, how do match play brackets, or how are the match play brackets determined? That's the beauty of it. UDisc created it to where the TD basically clicks a button, taps a button, and it randomly puts them matches together.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Kyle Heiser says, I throw mainly forehand, but my backhand is what I need help on. I throw a fusion trespass on a flip line, warrant or anvil on mid-range, but I can't get the distance control right yet. Any tips? Anytime I'm not doing well on distance control, I like to smooth things out a lot. So work on accelerating through the shot, making sure that you're starting slow and finishing quickly, but not just trying to go super fast or super slow. Make sure that it's like a gradual curve up to fast. Mailbox 37, I'm looking to update my bag this year. Will there be any new color options for the Ranger or Commander? Mailbox, yes. I don't know what they are just yet, but I know that we are working on them currently. You might have a good one for this, Eric.
So,
What does it mean to flip up to flat? Always hear this, but never seen an example video to explain it.
it's what I do a lot.
Yes.
Actually, it's when you have a... Most of my bag is somewhat overstable, but flip to flat would be coming out of your hand with a hyzer line and, like it says, flipping to flat release and either holding that right line and then coming back or just flying relatively straight. I don't know if there's surely some videos out there that I think Danny's actually done a flip the flat video. Danny has not ever done one. I don't know why. It is a great idea. Danny will do a flip the flat video.
Nice.
So,
Daniel Lesser says, is it my imagination or is there a lack of FPO players that are proficient at both forehand and backhand like we see on the men's side?
well, I mean, when there's not as many of them.
Sure.
But there's...
The dude says Jessica Weiss is good at both. That's
comes to
correct.
mind.
She's very good.
very more dominant forehand.
But she's worked a lot on her backhand.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. She has a better backhand than Hokum.
Definitely.
But does Hokum have a better forehand than Jessica?
Control-wise, probably.
Yeah.
Pure distance-wise, I'm not sure.
I would agree with that.
I think Lisa Fakis is pretty good at both forehand and backhand. She's solid. Madison is
has been
good at
working
both.
on her backhand.
Yeah, she throws almost predominantly backhand now because of her wrist injury. Yeah. 2002 P51. Can you recommend an understable putter?
Sure. Deputy.
Easy. I actually think the Deputy is a fantastic understable putter. If you want something with a little bit more depth than that, you could check out the Keystone from Latitude 64.
Keith Stone.
That's right. Let's see. Is it possible to combine two match play brackets? Seems we have two in our area with only a few signups.
Shoot an email to events@dynamicdiscs.com and AK will take care of you.
Yep. Doc Zen says, what would happen if a disc had a totally flat rim?
It would be like a paper plate.
Or like a chainsaw.
Ouch.
Yeah, but probably more like a paper plate. If you could select one celebrity or fictional character to play around with you, who would you pick?
Am I getting through to you?
No.
Okay.
Who would you pick, celebrity or fictional character?
Oh, man.
He says Dwight Schrute. Probably not Dwight. Dwight's probably good at disc golf.
I would play with Kevin Malone.
Yes.
For sure. It would just be entertaining.
Yes, I would play with Andy Bernard. He started the main Frolf club at Cornell.
Yeah, he did.
He lives to Frolf.
That is true. I live to Frolf. Or Costanza would be a good one too.
Frolf,
he
Jerry.
frolfed before anybody else did.
That's right. Mr. Drew says, I played a tournament out of town and got to have my first Torchies experience. Yeah, you did.
Well done.
Mr. Drew, how was it? Let us know which tacos you got, because you made a good decision for sure. Taryn Robinson, I am pretty decent at throwing hyzer flat and straight. Throwing flat and straight. I struggle with throwing a hyzer. I've tried changing the angle of my wrist, but always tend to correct and it comes out flat. What fixes this? All right, Taryn. It's because you don't need to change the angle at your wrist. You need to change the angle with your body. So if you're throwing a flat shot, you're standing pretty much upright and pulling straight across. So if you're trying to throw a hyzer, you really just need to bend your torso over a little bit more so that it naturally brings your arm angle down.
True.
Your wrist angle will already be matching that. So don't adjust at the wrist. Adjust at the torso and make your arm fit. I'm just reading because Bobby's doing things.
Reading, yeah.
Jezzer, good to meet you out there.
Where are you at?
Super cool.
Oh, I see. I'm sorry.
He's up top.
Show the angle with your hand.
Do we have a...
Come on, Vogue.
Is there what? Can
Hold
you
on.
grab the one behind you? Oh, you got one?
All right, so if you are... let me see. What Taryn was asking is, if you're trying to throw a different angle... There you go. EMAC.
Sick.
If you're trying to throw a different angle... What he was saying is, instead of... He's good at throwing flat. He's good at throwing Anheuser, but when he was trying to throw hyzer, he would just try and tilt his wrist down to create that hyzer angle. That's not what you need to do. Instead of... I'm going to push the microphone back just a little bit. Instead of changing that at your wrist, you really want to tilt your torso more so that your arm naturally goes to like that. So then you're on more of a hyzer angle than just changing your wrist. There you go. Let's see. Willem says Super Beta and Warden. I agree.
When will Dynamic Disc stores start having a in-store Torchies? We're always working on something.
I would love that. Josh from UDIS says Austin can combine your brackets for you. So yeah, AK is the
AK. That's
guy.
who AK is.
Perfect. Sean says, just got an EMAC Truth in Prime and was quite surprised how flat it was. I was super happy. Also, hashtag Team Morton.
Yeah, all the Prime discs typically, I think across the board, come out a little flatter than anything else. I'm sure it's just the way that they're molded.
Yes. Flying Visayan says Luke Skywalker is the person he'd like to play with.
It's a good one.
I don't know if it is a good one because
I think it's a good one.
your putter gets close to the basket. He's like, no.
Yeah, that is true.
These are not the
He's
chains.
like,
These are not the chains you're looking for.
No.
Doc says I would play with Samantha Barks just because she's pretty. I mean, dang. I don't know who that is, but
I don't either.
Well
But
done.
we're about to find out. Am I right, Bobby?
Why do we? This is research over here. Why do we use the metric system for most measurements?
We don't. Europe does.
Answered. Which DD players are
Although
coming?
I guess we do if he's talking about the 10-meter circle. You get a meter from out of bounds.
I don't know.
She's a Manx actress.
Manx?
Samantha Jane Barks is a Manx, M-A-N-X, actress and singer who has performed on stage and screen as well as television.
Don't know who that is. Okay. Which DD players are coming to the European Open? As far as I know, Paige Pierce, Eric Oakley, Tina Oakley. I think those are the only ones going right now. Not 100%.
Is that this year?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
How often do you guys practice putt?
Never.
Sometimes. Bobby?
It's been a while.
When we're actually playing, I'll probably practice putt.
Half hour a day.
I'll say
Not every day, but when I do practice, it's about half an hour.
I probably do like 2 or 3 times a week when it's actually disc golf season, which is starting to get into now, which is nice. Any little games you played during putting?
No. I
Tetris
mean, there's a
on
few.
my phone.
You guys are
Super
not
Mario
helpful
Kart.
at all.
There is a few games, but nothing like
Apex.
Typically, it's when I have somebody else out there.
Right.
I'm playing a game that way. With myself, if I'm out there by myself, just working on things, not necessarily.
Yeah.
Just putt.
Yep. I like that. Mr. Drew says he thought Torches was really good, but expected to hear Angel sing after the way that we talked about it. Well, I'm surprised you didn't. He said he had a trashy trailer park and Roscoe. Well done. What's one thing to focus on to prevent yourself from rounding when you throw? I've been focusing on leading with the elbow, but recently that hasn't helped. One thing, I talked to a buddy of mine, Landon Knight from DFW. He does a really good job of helping people correct their form and analyze their form, things like that. And he said, if you're already working on your elbow, it's probably that your hips aren't firing. So when you plant, if your shoulders are already forward, that means that your hips have already come through or they didn't move hardly any at all. So work on twisting your hips away from target just a little bit more. That'll help you if you are already leading with your elbow to get everything through at
your
the
hips
correct
don't
time.
lie.
That's right. Oh, a couple more people who are going to be at European Open: Yanni Hersimaki and Natalie Holokoy.
Is Hendrick?
Looks like he's not signed up just yet. Let's see, one more. Christian says, "Hi, I'm looking for a new turnover driver from DD. My escape always turns back at the end of the flight, even if I release it on an Anheuser. Will the Maverick hold the Anheuser line the whole flight?"
Depends on which Maverick you get, but it sounds like the Lucid X will not, but the Lucid or even if we have Fusion, but will probably hold it, depending on the angle and power you've got. But
I think so too.
Yeah. Is that pretty much it for questions?
Yeah, we're almost to the end of the questions here.
I've got something.
Ready.
I know these guys aren't going to enjoy this very much, but a guy named Max Garcia had sent Derek Savory something yesterday. And his wish, all he wanted was a signed disc, and he got the signed disc, right? But he also wanted one more thing. He wanted us to try something on the show.
Oh,
No.
beef jerky? No,
Yes.
thanks.
I'm not doing the hot jerky.
That's going to be a hard pass.
So we've got it right here.
Nope.
It is called the Carolina Reaper.
Yeah, I'm going to pass on that.
It's just a little piece is all we're going to take.
I don't want to.
Tough. This is what he wants.
I don't care what
This
he
is a
wants.
fan.
What I want is to not
How
eat
does
it.
what Max Garcia wants
'Cause
override
he is
what
a
I
fan.
want?
He is a fan.
Sorry, that's going to be a hard pass.
Look at this, little bitty pieces.
I'm not ruining my day.
You're not
for
going
that.
to ruin the day, I promise.
Jamie said he had it.
Jamie
and for
took
the
a
rest,
piece like this big and threw it down his throat. Jamie, that was
his
Jamie's
gullet.
mistake. This won't be that bad.
I want you to do it first.
Look, you'll try it? All right, cool.
Danny will do it for you, Max.
Here, all you can break that
for
one
the
in half
fans.
a little bit.
Okay, it's small.
Kind of small, he said.
Need me on camera? Or?
Yeah, I mean, I'll do it. Right.
Come over here.
Well,
It's really not that bad, guys. I promise you. I mean, it's hot. Like, man.
I'm going to take a little tiny chunk off
Eat
there.
it. Here's even a smaller
Just to
piece.
say I
This
did
is stupid.
it's got a good like lime flavor to it too.
I can see Robert.
If you eat a bigger piece, like as soon as you got to chew it
look.
and let it swallow, but it's like you get the face sweats.
Here's the thing. I don't mind spicy stuff. I just hate
don't
like
like spicy
ridiculously spicy stuff.
Yeah.
Clear my sinuses.
Yes, it does clear your sinuses out.
Yeah, that's already really hot.
Oh, it's very hot. It's not gonna stop being hot for now.
This is stupid, dude.
Yeah. It's good stuff.
Is it though?
It is.
It's good.
Little, yes.
I would never.
Is your
eat
mouth
the
on
whole-
fire at all?
Only the side that I chewed on, the right side. Yeah.
Is Max even watching?
Probably not.
He will.
Did
later.
Max even make this up, or
No,
did you
he
make it
didn't.
up?
Nope, I promise you.
Somebody said, "What are the Scovilles?"
Oh, Scovilles. I'd be really interested, actually. You ever watch Hot Ones?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, all
See
the time.
hot sauce that come on there?
This one is a step under the last dab, is what,
Oh.
is
Okay.
what Derek said.
Um,
Derek knows because Derek has. The
Oh,
last
he's
dab.
taken. Yeah. That right. So
Last tab's not even that bad. I don't know what you're talking about.
Here, have more.
look, here's the thing. Like, yeah, I'm not dead, and I don't like I
Well,
said.
you guys didn't take a very big piece. either.
On
You-
purpose.
You take a good piece and you'll be dying.
I'm not dead. I would prefer if something's going to be spicy. I want it to be the sort of spice where I'm like, hey, that was good. That was worth it. That was not worth it to me. It was just kind of like, all right,
It had good flavor. What do you mean it wasn't worth it?
it's kind of fine.
doesn't have good flavor.
I did taste the lime.
What was he asking about? What?
Scovilles.
Scovilles. Yeah.
How the measurement of
The
heat.
measurement of how spicy it is. The capsaicin levels.
Your cap station.
I am
I
not.
don't think it says. Maybe it doesn't. I'm just not seeing it.
Probably about 3 million.
All that capsaicin.
Yeah.
It's made in the USA.
I want to go sit over here and cry.
Thanks, Danny.
It doesn't have MSG or preservatives.
I will say,
That's good.
yes, for the small piece that I had, it wasn't as bad as I thought. I'm
Yeah.
glad I did not eat a bigger piece.
Right.
Max, you suck.
I can feel the heat though, the sweat.
Mine's passed, but
It stays with you for a little bit,
yeah.
and water makes it worse.
So it's easily over 200K, it says. Yeah, I mean, it has Carolina Reaper peppers. So
Yes. And it's from Humboldt. That helps. And has
Yeah.
no added MSG.
don't touch your face without washing your hands, they say.
That is correct.
Bobby, are you dead?
Or anything else.
What's the brand again? Does it have a
ladies.
brand on it?
Humboldt Jerky Company.
Yeah, the bomb looks like the absolute worst one on Hot Ones.
Yeah, that's the one that's made from extract, apparently.
Yeah.
And that one is from Kansas.
Really?
Yeah. Because with Shaq, the one with Shaq on that episode,
Yeah.
they he says, "Where's this from? Kansas?" He goes, "They ain't got nothing hot in Kansas." And he ate it, and he goes, he just gave the Shaq look at the camera and goes, "I'm sorry, Kansas. I apologize."
Humboldt Jerky Carolina Reaper, right?
I can't find anything that specifically says that
There
one.
you go. Humboldt Jerky Company.
So here's my thing on spicy stuff. I just don't like spicy stuff because it doesn't. When I want to enjoy a meal, I want to enjoy the taste, the flavors,
Yep.
and to
Well,
me,
there's taste and flavors in hot
hold
stuff.
on, hold on. To me, the heat interrupts those flavors and it makes it to where I don't enjoy the flavors in it because I could taste the flavor, no doubt.
There's flavor in
but
there.
to me, I would rather have the
What about
flavor
the other one?
without the
Because
heat.
I know you tried the other
The
one.
other one was good.
Okay, because there's heat in that.
There's a little bit of heat, but it wasn't enough to make me go,
can't
I'm
find
not
it.
enjoying this anymore.
Yeah.
If I were to take a big chunk of that, I would immediately say, I am not enjoying this anymore. I don't care if it had the flavor of love. I would not enjoy it.
Oh, easy. This is a PG show.
Yeah, this is. Come on.
I don't care what flavor it had, and the heat interrupts that enjoyment of the flavor.
Okay.
For
fair
me,
enough.
that's for
fine.
me. That's
fine.
for me.
Not having watched
Some
Hot
people
Ones,
love that.
Yes, having watched Hot Ones, I'm so curious just how hot. Because if that's an 8 or a 9 on compared to what's on the show, then I don't want to know what the last dab is like.
Oh, yeah, that'd be crazy. By the way, if
I
you're
would love to
watching
try
this,
that.
and if you send us hot and spicy stuff,
This
it is
is-
not a guarantee that we're
No.
going to try them.
No,
Nope.
Plain-
I will
Derek will
tell
try
you.
it.
Oh well, yeah. We'll put Derek on the show and let him try it. I will guarantee you. I'm putting that disclaimer out right now.
Yeah.
Putting the disclaimer out that these guys are big sissies and won't try it.
I will
We-
wear a
we
hat.
Heard
did.
it here first.
We did. It just wasn't.
No.
that good.
I'm thinking if they send more.
I'm just not playing that game.
Yeah. Whatever.
Now,
loss.
Now, if you want to send taco,
I was going to say
recipes,
if you're trying to send like a Mr. Orange taco with a little bit of spice,
and
It
you want
sounds
us
a
to
little-
grade the flavor,
That's kind of disgusting though for someone to actually like mail us a taco, and then you would eat that
Fair
over
point,
eating
fair
something
point.
hot.
How about they send us the spices, and then we'll make the tacos?
nice.
This isn't a cooking
Booyah.
show.
Huh?
This is not a cooking show.
It's
But
also not
but
a
it could
Carolina
be.
Reaper show.
But
Well,
it
this
could
is
be.
the after whatever show
This
we
is
call
true.
it. So
All right. I think that's about it.
Is that about it?
Doug Craven says, "Are we okay with the first Cloudbreaker being sold for $100+ on eBay?" Yes.
what's a cloud breaker?
It's Discmania's new Destroyer-like disc.
Sure.
I mean, here's the thing.
Is it called Cloudbreaker? That's
Cloudbreaker.
the mold name.
Mm-hmm. I
Is
think
that
it's
the Latitude one?
DD3 or
The one that
something like
Latitude
that.
is producing?
No.
No? Oh.
No. Those are
I think
Evolution
a cooler
ones.
name would be something like Raider or something.
I thought Evolution was the plastic.
It is the plastic, but I'm saying that's the line.
Oh.
Or
I'm so confused.
no, Evolution, whatever. Anyway, no, this is just I felt it. It feels a lot like a Destroyer or like Raider or something like that.
Can we send in state-only snacks for you guys? Yes.
No, thanks.
What?
I mean, whatever. Send only
Even if
fuzzies
it
and
was-
watch Robert cry. I like fuzzies. It's fine. It's just not as good as Torchies. Anyway, yeah, I mean, if a disc is in limited supply,
Who sold it?
I don't have any idea. Then it's worth what the market says it's worth.
Yeah, I've sold a disc for over $500.
I have not, but I've sold one for like 180.
The VIP King? No.
VIPX Worship. Yeah.
Worship.
Ghost Worship. Yep. Greldick says, "What if I send you a homemade coffee cake made with love?"
No, I would not eat.
Yes, I would definitely eat
You
that.
would eat coffee cake? Not me.
We should probably quit this up.
Can we
know,
can we
should
cut the
quit
stream, please?
Oh boy.
The nickname is Cloudbreaker. Well, then what's the real? Oh, it's
DD3.
DD3. I got you. Yeah. Not in the Evolution lineup.
No, yeah.
Will M
I don't know.
says.
All right.
I'm okay with it though.
We did it.
That's
I
cool.
mean, yep.
All right, we did it. It's time to go. All right, thank you, YouTube, for hanging out with us on the After show. I'm sorry, wait, on the
No.
on the after show.
I wish you could be inside my brain every time you do that.
What would you do?
To understand how much it makes me furious.
Why does that make you furious? I bet you the YouTubers are enjoying that.
If I was a YouTuber right now, I would just hit that X in the top corner.
Yeah, I'm done. I'm done.
For real.
I took off my headphones so it doesn't sound that way.
Do you think people on their TV or their headphones are probably taking it out?
Yep.
Yes, just like I did. Doc Zen, I'll bring a Ghost Worship sometime and show you.
All right, it's off.